I did. I saw that WoW announced a bunch of stuff yesterday. Let's go over here. Because Evokers are getting their third spec, which is great. Augmentation, I believe it's called. The Augmentation Evoker Spec is coming, which is pretty incredible. Let's just go over here for a sec. There's quite a bit going on here. Do that so people don't come in and go, ooh, it's just for 5 minutes over here. Augmentation Evoker Supports Specialization coming in 10.1.5. The third Evoker spec is confirmed. Methuzahla and Abyssian are working together to release the Black Dragonfly essence that has been siphoned from the Drakthir during the long stasis, unlocking memories and powers forgotten to them. The result of their efforts will be felt by all Drakthir evokers as they'll gain access to a brand new specialization, Augmentation, available immediately with the release of the Fractures of Time update. Imbues allies with the might of the Black Dragons and bends time and fate in their favor with bronze magic. So it's going to be time-based. Interesting. It's going to be based on time manipulation. Preferred weapons are staffs, swords, daggers, maces, and intellects. Yeah, not a tank spec. Not a tank spec. There's plenty of tanks out there right now. I'd rather they fix Guardian out. So I imagine this is going to be like some sort of telekinesis type thing. Very much based on the new big bad that's come into the game. So probably some sort of variation on that. I imagine it might be dragging blocks out the floor and starting to chuck things. So I imagine some telekinesis and some time abilities are going to come in there. Augmentation is the new damage dealer role with a twist. They use the essence of the black and bronze dragonflies to amplify the abilities of nearby allies. The playstyle for this new specialization involves empowering your allies with a variety of beneficial effects. Some can be cast directly on your allies, while others are tied to using your damage-dealing abilities effectively. Augmentation evokers deliver their damage in a wholly unique way. They act as force multipliers, increasing their group's capabilities and damage output significantly. Certain augmentation abilities, see some examples below, buff either your whole party or specific members. Many of these have smart or proximity-based automatic targeting, enabling you to maintain focus on the battlefield and enemy selection. You'll still be able to target specific party members if you desire. However, there is plenty of freedom to bolster your allies as you see fit. Like the other Evoker specs, Augmentation makes use of familiar capabilities like spending essence, using your mobility to navigate the battlefield, and making use of empowered spells. Upheaval. Yeah, so this is the rocks coming out of the floor, I guess. Yeah. Oh, kind of looks like White Mage. Stealing boons? Oh, hopefully they're not as powerful as boons. That would be pretty wacky if we went that way. The power of the black and the bronze. These sample abilities for augmentation should give you an idea for what each spec aspect magic brings to the table. Black Dragonflight magic focuses on raw power, increases and forceful outbursts of earthen might. Bronze Dragonflight magic is all about bending time, changing fate, and shifting. I wonder if they have a lot of rescue abilities then. So, Ebon Might, a 1.5 second cast with a 30 second cooldown. Increase your 4 nearest allies' primary stat by a percentage of your own and cause your eruption to deal more damage for 10 seconds. So, oh, that's nice. I like the way they tie that together. So it buffs your pals and gives you a damage window. Some of your other spells expended the duration of these effects. Eruption. 2-second cast, costs 3 essence, replaces Disintegrate, causes a violent eruption beneath the enemy's feet, dealing volcanic damage split between them and nearby enemies, so it's got an AoE component. Increases the duration of your active Ebon Might effects. So that is boon style. Upheaval. 2.5 second in power, 40 second cooldown. Gather earthen power beneath your enemy's feet and send them hurtling upwards, dealing volcanic damage to them and nearby enemies. Empowering expands the area of effect. Increase the duration of your active Ebon Might effects. Breath of the Eons. A 1.5 minute CD replaces Deep Breath. You fly to the targeted area, exposing temporal wounds on enemies in your path for 10 seconds. Temporal wounds accumulate a portion of damage dealt by your allies and then critically strike the enemy for that amount at the end of the... Oh, wow. During a burst window? Whoa. And also extends your boons. I'm calling these boons from now on. These are boons. I'm not calling them even bite effects. I'm calling these boons. These are absolutely boons. Wounds and boons, baby. Wounds and boons. With access to a brand new spec tree, Augmentation Evokers can choose to further specialize in bronze or black magic, as well as discover new ways to power up their allies. Learn to attune yourself to the essence. Black grants you and your 4 nearest allies HP. Movement speed is on here as well. Nice. Blistering scales. Protect an ally with explosive dragon scales, increasing their armor by a percentage of your own. Melee attacks against them cause a scale to explode, dealing damage to enemies near them. This sounds like it would be really fun to play. Really, really fun. And I hate that it's going to come down to the math of the amount they bring versus bringing a straight DPS. Hopefully the utility of increased movement speed and stuff and armor will, and the burst they could do, because you could really do some crazy stuff with Breath of Eons. Like certain fights, you could drop that debuff and just do a massive amount of burst damage if everybody else is bursting into it. Augmentation Evokers offer a unique opportunity to delve into a playstyle never seen before in WoW. While we're still working on some aspects of this new paradigm, like introducing some new combat log hooks, so that add-ons and community websites can effectively measure your performance. Nice. We hope you've enjoyed this early look at it, and we'll see you in the Dragon Isles. That's really good, because people are going to have no fucking clue if these things are good or not, in terms of bringing them to a dungeon, replacing a DPS with them. Like, people will have no fucking clue. I wonder how min-maxy it is. Like, if you bring a good Augmentation Evoker, does it just change the whole game? That is a very interesting aspect. That is pretty fucking cool. That is pretty fucking cool. I like the idea of it, though. I'm so glad they're looking into making proper support roles. They open up Warlocks to all races too, like them all. Apparently, I was watching some Liquid this morning. They're currently doing Rashok. They're about to kill it, I think. But the Warlock trinkets aren't working. So they relogged like 4 times. They're swapping them in and out to try and get them working. There's a ton of problems going on there, which is an issue. Now we have had it confirmed, by the way. Dragonriding will affect old mounts. We knew it was coming. It had to come. But it is now confirmed. Flight styles in 10.1. There are 2 new spells relating to flying in 10.1.5. Flight style static and flight style dynamic. There seems to be a system coming that will allow players to choose if they want to keep old flying or dragon riding, because there's still a ton of people who do not like dragon riding. The majority prefers dragon riding, but those people who do not like it. Old flying is referred to static, and dragon is going to be dynamic. Dragon riding in Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms. Patch 10.1.5 adds many new dragon riding race achievements to Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms, meaning you will be able to use your dragons in the old world. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank God. It felt horrible. It felt absolutely awful. What's this? Many more mounts have received dragon riding animations in 10.1.5, likely meaning they will be able to be used with dynamic flying. Below is an extensive list of the effective mounts. So Netherdrake's getting it. The dragon style ones. Netherwings, Netherwings, Netherwings. Okay.
Honestly, I stopped playing Dragonflight a month in because of add-on requirement. Dragonflying is something that was always a lot of fun and brought life to the mount system.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, add-ons are more like in the customizable phase right now, making your UI look how you want it to be. Required, less so this time around. They've really eased back on it. So the Icebound Frostbrew Vanquish, so again, Dragon style. Okay. Stone Drakes. Do you think they're going full Guild Wars 2 style? And there's another mount system coming later that suits the other mount models? So any dragon style mount will have dragon riding, and maybe next expansion they're going to bring in another mount style that'll suit the other models of mount. Is there any in here that aren't dragon style? Time Reaver's a dragon, Vindicator's dragon, so these are the PvP dragons. Stormwings, Terror Wings, dragon style, Pterodaxes, Avenger, Thunderscale, Wind Reaver. Yeah, if you're looking to get to WoW, we're going to be playing 10.1 when I get back. Hey. Plague Rocks, Dreamweavers, those are Proto Worms. Yeah, that makes sense. Voice is a bit low, probably because I think the levels keep resetting every time we restart the PC. Checking here. Where was it? Here? No. Yeah, it should be about 41. Okay, should be good. Super. An animation of a converted mount. Let's have a look. Nice one, Chris. Yeah. That would be really interesting if they're gonna just retroactively apply Dragonriding to all the Dragon style mounts and then come up with something new. I mean, yeah, it's the Guild Wars 2 yoink, but it's a good one. We're also removing the Allied Race Chiefs. Yeah, saw that too. A lot of stuff. I can't believe they're already announcing that content. You gotta admit, Blizzard has been on the frigging case, and then now we've got to wonder when this drips off because of how many people have left the company. Right? When is this going to start drifting off? Because we saw those tweets that they're scratching off features as people keep leaving the company. Kind of a bum if that happens. Also, massive mage changes. I'll have a look now. Well, we're going to try it as a community. So if you want to... we've tried it already, but we're going to be jumping into 10.1 when I get back. Have a little mess around and aim to... we'll be going for Sarkareth Heroic as a team before we go to something else. Tinker cancelled. F. I was looking forward to Tinker, but Augmentation might move that way. You're just not going to have devices and things. Very interesting.